Hello everyone, you're welcome to Football History Site. We are going to be talking about few of the news that hits the wave in the today. Today has been likely quiet day, and it's because the market is just opening and a few things begins to come to the mainstream. Today we are going to be talking about a few things that has been talked about around Chelsea. It is in the public domain that Chelsea, as of this moment, are looking for a left wide player with a right foot. And the names that has been put forward and that has been consistently reported from before the window opens and now that the window has opened has been the three names we see here. Nico Williams plays for Atletico Bilbao and Jimmy Gittin plays for Dortmund. And another story that is just eating the airwaves today is about Garnacho. And this is where it gets a little interesting with Chelsea. Most Chelsea fans don't really rate this player, but they have to be a little bit careful here because over the time we've seen players that are really not so fancied, and today you need to see what they are turning out to be. And case in point is Vintier that plays for Bayern Munich. Most Chelsea fans does not even know, will not even remember that in the past Vintier once played for Wolverhampton Wanderers, and today in the heart of Bayern Paris Saint-Germain midfield, it is unbelievable how good this player is. So the scout in Chelsea still thinking about Garnacho must have seen something that most fans are not seeing. But let's keep the conversation going. You really cannot say never in football. Another thing that came up in the timeline today has been Victor Osimhen has been making a round in the past days. There's been conversation by one Mr. P, a musician from Nigeria, who talks about the effort made by himself and Mikel Obi, one of Chelsea legend. Of course, some Chelsea fans will not see Mikel Obi as a legend, but it could be termed as a legend. He won games for them. He was at the club for about 10 years, and he came into the club under some very interesting circumstances, and he's a very good regular who had played for the team and has won a lot of glory. These gentlemen made a lot of effort in the past years to try to get Osimhen to come to Chelsea. Even though Chelsea at this point has wrapped, it could be said that they've wrapped the contract for Liam Delap, but a lot of Chelsea fans still believe that Chelsea needs something much more to be able to compete. And a lot of them in the back of their mind are thinking that Victor Osimhen or Victor Gyökeres could be that player to come in. But the owner seems to have something different off their sleeves. There's been talk of Hugo Ekitike. Hugo Ekitike plays for Eintracht Frankfurt and is a prolific striker. It depending on what you term as prolific in this situation, but decent striker. But the problem has been that there's been a lot of strikers who came from this league into EPL who have really not performed very well. And if this player comes into Chelsea, what does that hold? What does it mean for Nicholas Jackson? The discussion is up for people to talk about. There's another thing that is making round just on a side note. Do you remember this player on the left in Chelsea's kit? That is Rio Ngonomer. Rio Ngonomer plays for Chelsea from Chelsea's academy, and as we speak right now, he plays for Liverpool. Liverpool pulled a coup on Chelsea to take this player into their academy, and it's been promised it's going to be one of the first team player in the years to come. And Rio and his parent probably make this move, seeing how Chelsea is very active in the market and thinking, do we have a path forward into the first team? And they made that move. Seems like the same thing is going to be happening to Chelsea, to Liverpool, because from this post on the timeline on the X app, we can see that Chelsea is making a similar move on Liverpool top talent, and if this goes through, it means it's one good turn that deserves another. There's been talk about whether Sancho is gonna stay at Chelsea. If you remember, several months ago, we put our content out there where we believe that Sancho is gonna be staying at Chelsea no matter what. And it has come to the point where we think if he lowers his wages, is going to make it true. So look out for this. This could be happening anytime soon. Anyway, these are the top of the news we have for you today, and look out for this space as we bring forth more content in the days to come. Until then, until you see us in the next one, is ciao.